Alright, back to disbursement update, and I would like you to pay attention to this SPCC talks about it, and let's see how we can move forward. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with my people. A lot of information is going to come very soon, but pay attention to this and have a great day. See you guys in the conversation.
Every day gets us closer to this promise that has been in waiting. Just as we have for months journeyed through what could only be described as a wilderness, countless applicants, tens of thousands of Nigerian youths, mothers, fathers, widows, breadwinners have all clung to faith that the help promised would arrive. A lot of people doubted the course because of the longevity of delays. Others have mocked on. Still, a remnant remained steadfast, not because the system was flawless, but because the God behind the process is faithful. And now, the signs are undeniable. The tide is shifting. And in moments when hope begins to wear thin and silence fills the space where promises once rang loud, something powerful also often stirs beneath the surface. It wouldn't just be that delay that is in the mouth of people. It would be a divine orchestration, a quiet preparation for a sudden release that no one can truly predict, yet everyone deeply longs for. And this is where we stand today, regarding the twin parts of provision, the UAAG grant and the government NGO disbursement. And the truth is, the hour is far nearer than many imagine. I want to speak clearly right now. This is not another recycled message that is meant to pacify the desperate, but this is a call to strengthen the heart, to anchor your spirit, and to align your expectation not with man's timings, but with God's appointed season, because this season is unlike the ones before it. The UAAG, which is being overseen by the County Director, Apostle Professor Ken Nwakama. From the beginning, the vision has always been clear. This is about more than money. It's about your destiny. It's about restoring the dignity to lives that have been crushed by economic hardship. It's about lighting a match of hope in a country where many lamps have gone out. Now, recent updates coming from internal coordinators and spiritual overseers have spoken with a new level of assurance. There is no longer the hesitancy of bureaucratic red tape. The process has reached what can only be described as administrative completion. The documentation, the verification, the portal audits, the funding flows have all aligned together for a perfect shot and delivery. We're no longer dealing with a maybe, could be, but we are in a moment of any time now. And to those who have prayed, those who have wept behind closed doors, wondering if they have been forgotten, hear this. God is not slow. He is strategic. The miracle will not arrive with loud fanfare. It will come suddenly, almost quietly. Yet, its impact will roar like a mighty wind. Hold on, beloved. For the UAAG, this is the final lap. The announcement when it comes, it will not just touch your bank account, it will touch your entire story. What seemed impossible for months will become a testimony in days. And when it happens, don't just say it happened. Say, the Lord has done it finally. Finally, finally. The Lord has done it finally. Finally, finally. On the other side of this double blessing also lies the disbursement from the government-backed NGO program. While many have grown weary with the bureaucracy that surrounds anything tied to government processes, this case is unfolding in a different pattern. The feedback from key coordinators and trusted insiders is suggesting that next week, by the grace of God, a new chapter begins. All documentation, financial clearance, and back-end adjustments are all aligning in same protocol, like the final pieces of a puzzle falling into place. And let us be clear, this is not just a payout, it is an empowerment mandate. It is the long-awaited signal that the cries of the people have been heard and that the machinery of change has finally responded to the human pain behind the data. For years, a lot of people have looked to the government and found errant disappointment. But what if this moment is different? What if for once the wheels has turned? And this is the time when the long-stored promises would finally fall like rain. So let your heart prepare, not just to receive this fund, but to give thanks to God. Not just to spend the money, but to build. Not just to testify, but to lift others who still behind you wait. Because a miracle is disguised in delay. And here is the truth that only the spiritually mature can digest. Sometimes the delay is the miracle. Had it come earlier, some would have misused it. Some would have forgotten their vows to God. Some would have been overwhelmed, not blessed. But now, after much proning and reflection, a lot of people are ready. Their hands have been trained, their minds have matured, their hearts have been humbled. This is why the miracle will not feel like fireworks. It will feel like peace. A peace that settles into your spirit the moment you say the alert. A peace that says, I waited, and now I am ready. So this is a call to prepare. And what you need to do, you may ask, what should I do as I wait? The answer is simple but sacred. This is Princess a channel with legitimacy of hope and purpose. And we're here to give it to you the very update you needed. Don't touch the dial. We'll be with you shortly and in a moment. Alright, welcome back. This is Princess It, and now we're just reporting on what you are supposed to do. The answer is simple but very sacred. Clean up your mind. Remove the bitterness of waiting. Shake off the dust of disappointment. Receive this new season with a fresh spirit. Get your plans in order. Don't you wait for the funds to arrive before you begin to strategize. Write the vision. Make it plain. Know what you will build, whom you would help, how you would invest, Be a good steward even before the oil begins to flow. Pray intentionally. Pray not just for the money to come, but for it to bless you and not harm you. Pray for wisdom. Pray for protection. Pray for multiplication. Help someone hold on. Be the voice of strength to a neighbor, a friend, or even a stranger who has lost hope. Remind them that the promise has not been cancelled, only calibrated to the right time. This is a voice of encouragement and insight in this season. The message is simple yet profound. Both UAAG and the government NGO, the process is almost done. The disbursement will come as a miracle. Osim exclaimed. Can I repeat that again? Both the UAAG and the government NGO. The process is almost done. The disbursement will come as a miracle. Let that sink in. Almost done. That means the machinery is in motion. The system has crossed checkpoints. The energy has shifted from waiting to redeem. Is ready. The disbursement will come as a miracle. It simply means that it will exceed your plans. It's going to silence your enemies and confirm what your spirit always knew but your eyes couldn't see. So this isn't a rumor, it's a declaration. The voice that speaks. This does not speak empty words. Let your faith arise. When the alert lands in your phone, don't keep silent. Let your story inspire someone else. Let your testimony ignite someone else's prayer life. This journey it wasn't just about receiving. It was about becoming. Becoming a symbol of resilience, becoming a vessel of impact, becoming the answer to someone else's question. Don't forget to come back to this very message and say it happened and it was worth the wait. Finally, to everyone who has been on this long, rugged, and uncertain road with us, know this truth. That the darkest part of the night is always just before dawn. And today we stand on the edge of dawn for the UAAG grant. Expect it any moment from now, like a whisper from heaven into your bank account. For the government NGO disbursement, brace yourself for next week as the government side opens a rear window of blessings. Not by power, not by might, but by the Spirit of the living God, it shall be done. Remember that when it comes, give glory to God, for what man could not accomplish, God has done it swiftly, silently, and supernaturally. With hope and divine confidence, the Lord shall bring it to pass what He promised. Forget about silence or not. The most important thing and what we are waiting for is seriously ongoing on the ground. Get yourself prepared to hear the good news. The set man is not resting as we speak. God's project cannot be stopped. Not. Everywhere is about to ring with shouts of joy. Yes. So the country director is on top of the matter. Like it was told that there are some certain things that needs to be tied up that will lead us to our disbursement within the week. this week and next. And those underground processes that will lead to our celebration has been set now. And thank God, the set man, Apostle Professor Ken, and the team members have done their best to make the Nigerian masses laugh and be set free from abject poverty. Our celebration is set. Remember to pray for the county director and the team members for their marvelous works. Get ready to celebrate. Get ready to rejoice. Get ready to let your voice be heard in the palaces of joy. It is our season. It is our moment. It is a message coming to us right from our organs this morning, and it's high time we left that dungeon and moved into the citadel of glory. It's a good news coming to us this morning, a Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025.